Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. And again, we will be going over Trevor Henderson monsters and ranking them on a tier list. And I think we're on volume 6 now. I think we're on volume 6. The last time it was volume 5, and I think I last time I recorded volume 5 was like a month ago. Was the last time I did like a Trevor Henderson video because I've done like animes and stuff. So today we'll be going over more Trevor Henderson monsters, and hopefully I'll get up to like, I don't know, volume 10 before I change up the subject again. So let's get to it. First up, we got Bonesworth. Bro. Um okay, dude, this thing kind of just looks like a real life Wither skeleton. No, Wither. Like, don't you see that? Don't you see the resemblance a little bit, bro? Like, this just straight up looks like a Wither, like a real life Wither. But do you guys remember those videos like back in 2016 where it was like Minecraft mobs versus their real life version? No? Okay, let's get into it. Bonesworth is a mysterious skeletal creature made by Trevor Henderson. Appearance. Bonesworth depicts a decrepit skeletal entity with a round head, not unlike a human skull, composed of somewhat thin and rectangular jaws, split horizontally by the slit that is Bonesworth's mouth, which has been shown to be often toothless, although a precise picture shows it with small and crooked teeth. Yo, this kind of reminds me of a toddler, bro. Like, is this like a dead toddler or something? Like, bro. The jaws connect to the entity's rotund occiput, which is frontally pierced with two large and hollow eye holes, and the large opening in the middle, which is intended to be the creature's nose. Nose and quotation marks are crazy, bro. Interestingly enough, Bonesworth's head per se is split into identical halves, and considering what's next, its frontal layer coating several identical layers which overlap on top of each other and are also able to split in half and crack open to reveal more layers. Theoretically, this could go on forever, as Bonesworth was confirmed to have infinite layers / skulls underneath its frontal skull. Oh, so it has like an onion head, basically. That's what I'm getting from this. Head connects to a small neck, which can surprisingly support the disproportionately larger head size of Bonesworth. His neck is also linked lower to a strong hollow rib cage with flat, symmetrical ribs. The rib cage has a narrow protrusion at the bottom, which marks the end of the entity's body. Bonesworth possesses skeletal arms, each of them terminating at the hands with unidentified number of slender and fragile fingers. Okay, and we're going to behavior. Behavior. Bonesworth is a mischievous creature with an as of yet known origin. Word of God, word of God, bro. Word of God states that this entity is a good boy. Dude, I hate these good boy things, bro. And does not have any malevolent intentions or morality, as he is relatively harmless. Relatively harmless, bro. Albeit clingy and always there. Although once Bonesworth has decided his favorite, he is almost impossible to get rid of. What does that mean? Despite being positive and benevolent, Bonesworth is still very likely to do several actions which aren't overall likable of him due to his mischievous nature. As mentioned before, examples stated by Trevor include moving your ladder while you're climbing it, trapping you in the garage for several days, messing with your brake cables, or moving things around while you're out. However, it is likely that Bonesworth only doing this playful and with no harmful intent, considering his overall personality. Bro, he's breaking my cables and moving my ladder while I'm on it. This is not a good boy, bro. Another unfavorable trait of Bonesworth is that he often presumably unintentionally, brings insomnia and sickness. Dude. Okay. The exact nature of this sickness remains undisclosed. It has not been stated whether this only applies to Bonesworth's favorites or anyone that happens to be near Bonesworth as it wanders around. Contrast to the nature of this trait, another wholesome moral characteristic Bonesworth is known for that he doesn't care what one says, as he is a good listener and only likes hearing another voice. Interestingly enough, only those who are being followed by Bonesworth can see it. I guess that's pretty cool. Bonesworth derives his name from a titular in-story mobile game said to be the keys to summoning hit. Brother, I have to summon him through a mobile game. Although in the wordings implies that this hasn't been confirmed in story, whether this signifies that Bonesworth is a being from another world, dimension, or realm is unknown. Okay. Abilities. Bonesworth is apparently able to break the laws of physics due to it possessing infinite layers, which all overlap on top of each other. Theoretically, he would be able to make Morse code or generate noises with it if he wanted to. As mentioned before, Bonesworth is said to be able to be summoned via the titular mobile game. Bonesworth can also manipulate one's perspective to only have it be visible to whoever it's currently following, as well as bring some illness to people. Bro, what kind of good boy is this, bro? Trivia. Bonesworth, when agitated or excited, has his skull open outwards with what appears to be infinite skulls being revealed. It is absolutely safe to leave candy for Bonesworth. It'll be scattered all over the house later after he tried to eat it and it falls through his ribs and jawbone. Okay. Quoting Trevor's response to a question on Twitter, this is how Bonesworth's skull works, saying that the animation tribute to his cryptids made by David Romero illustrated it perfectly. It's weird. He kind of has a skull with infinite layers that are constantly being split down to the middle and shocked back, like the skin on an apple. He can also flare them out more violently. The animation that, dude, cinema mind David did of my creatures illustrated it perfectly. I'm sorry for the accent, bro. He, along with the marionette, Lil Nugget, Big Charlie, the Nishiki market creature, the Night Gardener, the Roving Moon, and Milkblood are all listed in the friendly but mischievous tier in Trevor's tier list. Okay. So I'll just say this, bro. The part where I have to summon it via mobile game kind of sucks. Yeah, it kind of downgrades it a little bit, and I like the fact that whenever it has chosen its favorite, it the favorite is the only person that can see it. I like that. That's a good concept. But what does it do? How does it decide that you're his favorite? Is it based on how you treat it or something? But yeah, where am I gonna put this, bro? Honestly, yeah, it's in okay along with the defeated king. Bro, watch. I think it was part one, part two. Bro, watch one of those parts to see what my beef with defeated king is, bro. It's on the same level, but slightly better. And yeah, we're done with that one. Next, the mushroom crab. Oh my days, bro. What is this? Ooh, I'm in for a treat with this one. The mushroom crab is an enormous creature created by horror artist Trevor Henderson. It is one of the members of the Giants, which are some of the most powerful entities in the Trevor Henderson mythos. This creature in particular is one of the largest members of the group and also has special abilities to boot. What was that last part for? Okay, let's get into it. Appearance. The mushroom crab depicts a truly titanic Ineapodal, what? Nine-legged, thanks man, entity, standing upon a mountainous area at sunset. Even when the creature is several kilometers away, it still appears as massive as most other giants when seen from nearby. The sheer magnitude of this creature's size is only rivaled by that of the behemoth. Dude, I have to cover the behemoth soon, bro. The main torso region of the creature is rather plump, being a large oval shape with a less curved but more saggy underside. Yeah. The torso overall is shaped like a body of a crab, combined a mushroom cap. The entirety of the creature is also covered in a strange white fur, similar to those seen on Watchtower. This fur combined with the creature's mushroom-like shape also gives it an appearance similar to a lion's mane mushroom. Ooh. As previously mentioned, the creature has 9 legs supporting its large body. These legs, although sturdy enough to support the titan's weight, also seem to be able to bend up to 3 times and in many different ways, which implies that the creature may have soft bones or that it lacks bones altogether. Interestingly enough, there is also a large gap in between the seventh and eighth legs, and in this gap is a lump on the underside of the torso. This could suggest that the creature actually had another leg in between the seventh and the eighth at some point, but was somehow removed. Dude, this has to be like it had to be between like a rival with another giant, bro. I'm telling you. On the very top side of the giant, there also appears to be 6 or more arms protruding upwards. These arms are similar to the legs in structure and appearance, except for the fact that they have large crab-like pincers at the end of them. There are also small protrusions near the wrist area, similar to the additional toe of a dog. Okay, I've said before that human features on something that isn't human is weird and uncanny. Okay, but like if a completely unrelated animal has like, for example, if a fish has fur, then that's weird. If a dog has a fin, that's weird. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if a completely like different animal has the what's it called? The body part of another completely different animal, then it's weird. Like no, no, don't do that, bro. Like, okay, let's continue with this. The creature overall resembles a deformed crab, fused with a lion's mane mushroom and some strange mammal. The way its fluffy torso is suspended in the sky by its legs also gives the appearance of a cloud. Dude, you could easily like mistake this thing for a cloud and like, oh my days, bro. Behavior and origins. The crab, being a giant, is a force that has been situated on Earth via the appearance of a second moon. Oof, what's this lore, bro? As described in the caption of the Tendril Giant. While we don't know what this creature is in particular does, it would likely behave similar to the other giants. Like most giants, its true purpose is beyond human comprehension, obviously. What behavior type of giant the creature belongs to, though, is unknown. The massive size of the creature and the many tentacle like arms grasping upwards may denote its role as a collection giant, although it may also be a force of destruction and killing humans deemed not worthy by its standards. Perhaps it belongs to both behavior types. Whatever is the case, we can see that it likes to roam around mountainous rural areas, slowly making its way to human civilization. This is in line with what we know about the giants, as all the largest giants we know of, Behemoth and the Wandering Faith, for example, tend to roam in more rural areas. The size and body structure of the Titan does not lend itself to be a fast mover, though, so it would take quite some time to get there. It may also move sideways like a crab. I mean, that's how I'm sorry about that. That's probably how it like walks around from what I think of crabs, bro. Abilities. Being one of, if not the biggest giants in the mythos, its body alone is larger than several small mountains and even other giants. The sheer size would be able to cause mass destruction with ease, especially using its many crab like pincers to cut and grab anything that gets in its way. It may also use these to collect and descend humans. Due to its massive size, it may also be able to create small and powerful earthquakes with its footsteps, which can be felt from at least a few kilometers away, further adding to the damage it causes. If it is able to make noise, it would I swear I'm not dyslexic. It would likely be more powerful enough to rupture eardrums. Being a member of the giants, this creature is able to function properly despite not possessing any eyes or other normal senses except for touch. So it is possible that it's also some sort of additional supernatural or enhanced tactile senses. Another perk of being a giant is it does not follow our normal laws of physics, as its sheer size alone is physically impossible for a living creature. Obviously, bro. It may also have a special sense that allows it to know if a human is worthy or not. Finally, it is also capable of creating mist that surrounds the area, like other giants such as the Morning Walkers or Misty Guests. Okay, I think that's kind of cool. Trivia: the mushroom crab is one of, if not the biggest giant, and creatures overall in the Trevor Henderson mythos. It seems to be even taller than the likes of the bird watcher, which we covered in the last video, the wandering faith, and Misty Guest 3, which are all several kilometers tall. Behemoth may still be the largest giant, however, as we have yet to see its full body. It is the first creature that was inspired by a crab. Okay. The way it's depicted is similar to the Misty Guests. Despite being somewhat of a force of good, the person who took this image views the presence of the giants negatively due to the damage and casualties brought upon by them. Okay, so it's basically like breaking news. So its job is to it's like breaking news and the bird watcher. They do like this ascending thing where it's kind of like the rapture where they take like worthy humans up to heaven and all that. But like, bro, this just looks like a giant crab. Like there's no like um I don't know, like I don't unique thing about it. Like you have to have something there, bro. Like I don't know. There's something missing. There's something missing. It's not like the bird watcher. The bird watcher, maybe all giants are kind of like the same. They have like the same thing, but like the bird watcher had more like, I don't know, like uniqueness to it. But like, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'm putting it in at the bottom of cool. At the bottom of cool, you're at the bottom of cool. Okay, it's not nearing. It's not at the middle of cool. It's not top cool. It's not even great at all. But like, I guess we'll see more cools in the. I don't, I don't know, man. Like it just goes in cool. Like that's all I have to say. And yeah, we're done with that one. Next, the dove. Oh my days, bro. What is this? Ooh, bro. It kind of reminds me of one of those animals that like have like a feature of like like a feature on their body that like resembles that of an animal, and they use that to like lure in other animals as prey. Like that's what I'm getting from this. But like, yeah, let's get the lore out of this one. The dove is a mysterious creature created by horror artist Trevor Henderson. Okay, I'm not doing this ever again. Appearance: the dove, at first glance, depicts what appears to be an ordinary pigeon with scruffy feathers, flying up and down. In actuality, the creature is a massive spider-like entity with a bird-like pattern on its face, with a completely jet-black body to hide in the darkness. The eyes of the creature have a glowing dude, what is this grammar? Or have a glowing red outline and small pinprick pupils. It also has innumerable black legs of varying sizes. These legs, dude, comprise most of the creature's mass, with the central body being a small lump of flesh. Ugh. They appear to be quite shiny, likely due to some sort of fluid reflecting light off of it. Upon further inspection, the legs are actually abnormally long and thin, human like, ending in small hands. Not, dude, the human features on something that isn't human. I'll say it again. Human features on something that isn't human is weird. Like, really, really weird. No, cabron, don't do that, okay? With bony fingers. Underneath the thick, massive limbs are smaller tendrils that are pointier, slimier, and more flexible, possibly fangs or underdeveloped legs. Ew, bro, ew. From the first image, we can compare its size to the hallway it resides in, which gives us the height of 4 feet or 1.21 meters, and the width of 3 feet or 0.91 meters, though it is likely being cramped in the hallway, which would reduce its true width. The length of the creature is still unknown, however. Dude, if this thing is bigger than a human, then we're cooked, bro. I mean, we're probably already cooked. Behavior and theories. From what we can gather from the caption and the images, the dove might be some other form of supernatural entity. Or these ads, bro. Or a hostile uncarnivorous species of oversized spider that happened to evolve, whether naturally or not, disturbing human-like features. Nope. Its primary hunting tactic is to hide in the dark, yet easily accessible areas in order to camouflage its dark body. Once it is hidden, only its bright bird-like marking would be visible, serving as a lure for humans and animals alike. The most frequent victims would likely be small animals, urban explorers, construction. Oh, no, bro. Urban explorers, but okay. I'll say that I said this once before in the past. I'll say it again, bro. If you're urban exploring and you come across a threat, dude, like I don't know what to say, but you had better things to do than urban exploring in abandoned buildings, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, at least do something like safer and that doesn't and isn't a crime and doesn't put your life at risk because some of y'all will be like some of y'all urban explorers would be like exploring some radioactive house, bro. Like, bro, I saw an urban explorer on TikTok the other day. These motherfuckers went to like I don't know. I think it was like a what's it called again? It was like a radioactive place where they do like nuclear things and stuff. I don't know what's it called, but like okay, I still don't know what it's called. But like, brother, you guys got better things to do. Like you guys are gonna have 25 different viruses at the age of 26, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like stop it. Do your homework, okay? Construction workers and bird watchers, referring to people who have the hobby and not the creature of the same name. Okay. In this sense, the creature could be compared to a more dangerous land counterpart of the real life anglerfish. Hmm. As both creatures conceal themselves in darkness, only revealing bright, deceiving body parts in to lure prey. Abilities. Aside from the aforementioned ability to lure in prey with its bird pattern, its massive size would easily allow it to neutralize an unarmed and possibly even armed human. Not me, though. I'm joking, I'm joking. Its strange human like arms would not be much of a threat on small numbers. However, the amount. Bro, these ads are gonna kill me, man. However, the amount of creature the creature possesses is enough to easily latch onto a person and overpower them. Given its spider-like appearance and tactics, it may also capable of crawling up walls, creating web to trap and prey, and possibly even have venomous fangs. If the latter is true, then it would very likely to be potent enough to kill a few adult humans. Oof. It may also not even use its webs given the enormous size and dangerous strength, much like spiders in the Lycosidia and Saparcidia what is this? Family, whom only roam around to hunt prey instead of creating webs. Is there trivia on this thing? Oh yeah, there is. Trevor has stated that another name for the creature is bird watcher, though it may be confusing due to another creature of the same unofficial name. I mean, this one's a cooler version of the bird watcher. I'm not gonna lie. It is very similar to the sewer spider, as both are oversized hunting spiders that inhabit dark, decrepit areas. Sewer spider. No, actually, let's do the sewer spider next after this, bro. Like honestly, it was previously known as bird spider before an unofficial name was given. Bird spider sounds like some superhero name, bro. Most people did not seem to notice the creature in the first image. Obviously, it may not actually even be a spider at all due to the number of legs it possesses, as well as its extremely odd shape. I mean, it's cooler to just like identify it as a spider. Like it kind of looks like a spider, kinda. The second image of the creature lacks a caption on Twitter, yet on Instagram it has a caption of a bird emoji. A similar situation happened with the third image of the creature, where the Twitter version lacks a caption. Yet on Instagram, the caption is revisited an old design, the dove. I like camouflage mimicry monsters. Same, bro, same. On his newest Instagram post, referred to his creature as the dove, shown here. Okay, okay, where am dude? Okay, let's talk about this real quick. I like creatures that have like certain like features on their body that resembles like it vaguely resembles something else in order to lure in like their prey. I like that. I like that very much. Like I also love creatures with like mimicry, like and all that. But yeah, since I'm gonna be biased with this one, bro. The design and the premise behind it is so cool, man. Um, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna put this at the top of cool, bro. At the top of cool, like this one, bro. This one is awesome, bro. That I would put it in awesome, but it lacks the origin for me to put it in awesome. The story it would have been nicer if it had a little bit of a story, but since it doesn't, then yeah, we're gonna put it in the top of cool. Top of cool. I think that's a fair placement, and I think it's the best placement because the design looks sick, dude. And yeah, we're done with that one. Next, the Forgotten Baby. Okay, dude, I did say that I was gonna do the sewer spider after the last one, but like it's not on the wiki. Like it's not like, bro, what's happening here? But like, yeah, there was a lot of creatures that are not in the official wiki. Like somebody has to do something with that, man. But yeah, let's go in with the Forgotten Baby. And I've heard that this one is one of the most disturbing ones. Like we're in for a treat with this one. Appearance. The Forgotten Baby is a large, disturbing humanoid with attributes which resemble that of a fetus. Okay. Okay, from that statement alone. I think I have an idea of what this is, okay? I think I have an idea. Somebody probably a woman probably had him. Okay, I'm just guessing this, okay? It's probably not going to be canon. But like I imagine that this creature probably has the origin of like a woman had like a miscarriage and like the negative emotions that the woman felt were like so strong that the fetus of the baby got like I don't know resurrected or something, and it just turned into this like abomination, and then it tried to went back to its mama, and then the mama was so scared of it that like, and the baby realized it doesn't she doesn't want him anymore because it looks like that, and then yeah, I'm a genius, bro. I'm joking, but yeah, let's continue. With attributes which resemble that of a fetus, although more grotesque and unnatural, especially with how fetuses are not taller than the average adult human height. Well, no crap, Sherlock. Of course, a fetus is not as big as an adult human. What are you talking about, bro? The Forgotten Baby has a fleshy appearance with almost pink skin, like raw meat. Oof. Or again, like that of a developing fetus. Their eyes bulge out from their head, and their mouth almost eerily smiles, ugh, revealing their gums and the lack of any teeth. Dude, imagine it just starts saying "mama." Well, if it starts saying "mama," that's what's happening, bro. That's what's happening. Like we're getting all types of firearms on this thing effective immediately, bro. The rest of the Forgotten Baby's body, which is makes up a smaller portion than the head compared to the whole body, is shriveled and skeletal. Ending is sharp stub. What? Ending is sharp stubs, which somehow are able to support the weight of the upper part of the creature. Okay. Behavior. The Pink Man The Pink Man is an enigmatic supernatural being with an unclear morality or actions. Origins are as of yet unclear. The Pink Man's first possible manifestation was of an unspoken of incident that caused a local hospital to burn down in a fire. Ooh, we're in for a treat. After said fire, the maternity ward was the only part of the building that was never rebuilt. It is never made obvious what made the maternity ward neglected, although it is presumed to be connected to the Pink Man. Okay. That's how you do it, bro. That's how you do it. This is getting juicy. This is getting juicy. This is getting good. This is getting good. Note that it is not confirmed if this aforementioned creature is canonically the same as the doorway creature, and was deemed to be okay because of the pictures. Okay, I understand. The caption of the second and thus first confirmed image of the creature shows that it has notably grown in size from the previous case. Granted, the post with the maternity ward is still not confirmed the same creature as of yet, but albeit the similarities are undeniable. The creature was shown to have grown so big to the point of having to duck under the doorway to enter the room, bro. The aftermath of the post remained shrouded in mystery, as well as the creature itself, the rest of the caption only describing how it moves delicately for its size, and how it didn't make a sound like a television channel put on mute. Dude, oh my gosh, bro. So it doesn't make a sound. Bro, this is how I imagined it. Like, imagine like just looking to your doorway to just like check for like a sound or something, and then this thing just straight up does this. Hold on. Bro, that's a heart attack right there. Like, you die before it even tries to do anything to you, man. Like, honestly, this thing, oh my gosh, bro. The television channel metaphor eventually made sense, as Trevor later confirmed on April 27, 2019, on a hashtag Face Your Art post when he revealed the intentions and motives of 9 of his creatures. The true intentions of the Pink Man, quoting Trevor, he wants to kidnap you and trap you in the static in between the channels on the television station. Why? What? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Okay. It is unknown how exactly it does this, and no further context or elaboration has been provided by Trevor about this behavior. But thus, we have confirmation that the Pink Man is indeed a supernatural entity. Of course, it's a supernatural entity, bro. Like, the giant baby fetus is a supernatural entity. Oh my gosh, bro. We never thought about that. I'm being like very sarcastic. Don't attack me, please. I'm sorry about that. Abilities. Aside from its large stature, capable of easily incapacitating and overpowering humans, rendering them possibly vulnerable enough to be sent to another dimension. Wow, okay. It seems to be very agile for its size, capable of moving delicately and interestingly enough without making a single sound. Albeit its great size. The most noticeable and paranormal trait about it, however, is that it can apparently not only travel through dimensions, but seal entities inside them, making it a force to be reckoned with. Okay, but like, what? Like, that doesn't make sense at all. Trivia. It, along with various other creatures, were listed in the too late section of Trevor's tier list. A user on the Twitter replies section of the possible original image of the Pink Man noted how it looks cold and sad, and how they want to give it a warm hug. Trevor humorously replied by saying, lend your skin. Sick. Huh? Okay. Although this could be just a joke, it could tie in with the lore of the creature. But okay, I'm gonna crash out real quick. Trevor Henderson, you fumbled with this one. Okay, like, what do you mean it traps you in a static between channels? Like, what? What's that supposed to mean, dude? Oh my gosh, bro, the design is so cool, but you fumbled the story and like the intentions and like the behavior of it. Okay, actually, let me do this. Say, okay, maternity ward. That's what we know, okay? Maternity ward. Because of maternity ward, I would guess like the babies inside the maternity ward got like killed in the fire. And thus the souls and the body and the souls of these babies got like molded into this like eldritch abomination because of how like they weren't able to move on, and how they weren't able to like grow up. They weren't able to be like nurtured by a mother. So like they turned into this monster, and this monster would like whenever a mother like miscarriages or loses their kid, the entity would sense like the heartbreak, the sadness, the anger, all the negative emotions that a mother would feel from losing a child, and that would summon the monster to her, and then the monster would try to, like, I don't know, maybe it's either between comforting the mother by acting like its child, or actively like replacing the child and trying to be the child's mother and stuff. And we all know how that's gonna end. But like, yeah, that could have been a better way, bro. Like, this story is just absolutely, it sucks. No, it sucks, dog. Like, what is this, bro? Like, for that reason, I'm putting it. But the premise behind it is good, but it's lacking a lot. It's lacking a lot of origin and like, oh my gosh, bro. It's at the middle of cool. It's at the middle of cool. The premise and the design behind it put it at the middle of cool. But like, what is this, bro? Like, you gotta do more. Okay, that's all I have to say. And apparently, you have to get better, like writing like Trevor Henderson. Like, you honestly need better writing. I don't know if Trevor Henderson's still doing like these type of stuff, but I do hope he updates some of these. Like, yeah, that's all I gotta say. And there you go. That is the Trevor Henderson Monster Tier List Volume 6. And, bro, it's been a while since I've covered Trevor Henderson monsters, because I did, like, the animes I've watched tier list. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I miss these kind of videos because I just like talking about different monsters and, like, their concepts and stuff. But, like, on the side, I'll probably also plan to, like, talk about, like, the SCP Foundation alongside the Trevor Henderson monsters, because I do think that Trevor Henderson lore and SCP lore kind of go like hand in hand. Like they're kind of similar in a way. But like, I think SCP has a more like complex lore behind it. But like, bro, the lore behind SCP Foundation, it is absurd, bro. I barely even understand any of it, but we'll try to go along with it, and maybe in the future. Like the Trevor Henderson, yeah, it's awesome, bro. Awesome. Well, that's all I have to say today, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless.